one of the first journalists to make it to the epicenter of the earthquake, and we join her in southern Turkey now. Anna.
Sophie, people here want to know why 3 days after this earthquake, in a country where they have paid earthquake tax because something like this had been on the cards for years, they want to know why they're still out on the streets. They want to know why they are still huddling round fires like this to keep warm, and why the aid is taking so long to arrive. They were telling me earlier, a family, that they were worried about their children. They were worried that they were getting fever because they were living in these sub-zero temperatures. But the problem is the scale and the size of the devastation that this quake has caused.
The devastating power of the earth, seen from the air. Swathes of this city lie in ruins. Buildings, homes, lives have been destroyed. In many cities, the search now isn't for survivors. It's only for the dead. When the rubble shows a sign, the digger stops. Behind this blanket, an arm reveals a body. Slowly, carefully, it's uncovered. And then, the moment of realization. A father lost. The goodbye is painful and public. And here in Marash, ambulances are now hearses.
They've spent the whole day here searching for bodies, and the light is starting to fade now, but the rescuers say that they will come back tomorrow, and the next day they will return to sites like this for as long as it takes to return loved ones to their home.
They're rare now, but there are still moments of hope. A little girl, healthy and alive after 3 days buried. The rescuers celebrate. She says her siblings are down there too. Today, President Erdogan came to visit those who've lost everything. But there's growing anger that help is coming too slowly, and there isn't enough of it. He says it's impossible to prepare for disasters on this scale.
We had some problems in some places like airports in the beginning. We had problems on the roads, but it's better today, and it will be even better tomorrow.
Bodies now fill this sports hall. More are arriving all the time. Among them, Eunice's fiancé. They were just weeks away from getting married.
I was planning to dress up with a wedding dress, but now I'll dress up with a funeral shroud. I'm like a walking dead. I'm a living dead. I lost my feelings, I lost my feelings.
These bundles marks a future cut short. A family separated. Every hour, the death toll rises. And even now, it's impossible to know how many lives this quake has claimed. Anna Foster, BBC News, Marash.
Moments of celebration amid the rubble are increasingly few and far between, but this little boy, just 8 years old, brought joy to rescue teams in Hatay in southern Turkey after they managed to pull him out of his home. He had been buried alone for more than 50 hours. He was carried aloft to his mother, who had been waiting there for days, one of the lucky ones to be reunited with his family. Well, Hatay province is where one of the first international rescue teams to arrive started work today. They are British and they landed last night. Our Middle East correspondent Quentin Somerville watched as they set to work.
Antakya has struggled to get help. Even Turkish aid has been slow to arrive here. International rescuers nowhere to be seen.
Antakya has been calling out for help for days, and finally it's arrived, and it's arrived in force. That brings its own problems. The streets are absolutely jam-packed. There's still a lot of people in need here, but most of this aid is local, it's Turkish aid. We've hardly seen any international aid here. But today, in fact a few hours ago, the first team from Britain arrived. These are international search and rescue firefighters from all over the UK.
They say they're the first international rescue team to make it here. They're meant to be only a... Phil Irving normally runs a fire station in Wales.
On this location we've located a 60-year-old woman who's alive, talking to us, and entrapped. So we're making an assessment on that right now.
Ali Ekanal thinks they've found his mother-in-law, Salva, but he can't be sure. He tells me if she can get out, if she can survive, if it can really happen, it will be a miracle for us. She's been trapped in this 5-storey building for 3.5 days without food or water. Davy the sniffer dog was the first to confirm she was alive. The team are now speaking to her. They think they can get her out. A stretcher is brought in. And moments later, Ali's mother-in-law is saved. She's alive. London firefighter Sarah Minma spoke to Salva throughout the rescue.
All of those elements that were on top of her, we had to move by hand outside so that we can sort of access her and do patient assessment. But I mean, the fact that she'd been in there for 3.5 days, was still talking, smiling the minute she saw us.
It's one rescue in a city where thousands are still missing. Their work here has only just begun. Quentin Somerville, BBC News, Antakya.